there was a little girl in Sahaja Yoga, and I had some present for that child. She was quite young, must have been about 10 years of age. So I gave it to one Sahaja Yogi, Western Sahaja Yogi, that you go and give it to her and say that I have given. No, mother, I won't give. I said, why? She'll misunderstand me. I said, what will she misunderstand? It has gone so much into the heads of people. And this has created really the psychological insecurity within you. From very childhood, this insecurity has been working. And that's why you are frightened of each other. Even of your parents, of your brothers, your sisters. Psychologically, you are suffering. And when first I came to England, they used to say it is the insecurity. I said, what insecurity? The whole world is afraid of the Western world. And what are they suffering from insecurity? They have made everybody insecure all over the world. And why? What are they insecure? They are insecure within themselves, in their own society, in their own family, in their own groups. They are so much frightened of each other. So the first thing, you should be fearless. You are a Sahaja Yogi, you are no more immoral. Cannot be immoral. If all the time, if you start thinking that you are immoral, and if you do something it is immoral, and that you have to go and do some confession somewhere, then what is going to happen to you? What sort of a personality you will have? We have to change this by changing ourselves. So among Sahaja Yogis there should be no insecurities but maryadas. You must know how to respect each other's privacy. The second thing that if you find with the Western mind, which is a very common thing, that they are bombarded by criticism. There are so many critics that now there are no more artists left. Only critics are criticizing critics. All artists are finished. They are all the time criticized. Somebody will come in. There is an education on criticism. They may not know how to play any instrument, they may not know how to sing, but they can criticize, all right. So all the time in your mind is a way that you always feel that somebody will criticize if you do this. All the time the fear is there that somebody will criticize. So, should I say or not? As Sahaja Yogis, you shouldn't worry about these stupid people because they are blind, and if they want to criticize, you let them criticize. What does it matter? Makes no difference. But this you have to build up within yourself. Now the third is even worse, which I don't know if you have noticed or not. I don't know how it has gone into the heads of the Western minds that you must always see to the other side of the bank, even if you are standing on this side, to be fair, and never to say something that you are sure of. Like you ask anyone, how are you? He'll say, always. Nobody will say, I'm perfectly all right. Nothing wrong with me. What's wrong? Perfectly all right. Thank you very much. But it is never. They are not sure of themselves all the time. It's shaking. And this shaking inside gives you a personality which can never progress. Progress comes when you put your step forward, you put your foot firmly on that point, and then put the second step forward, like as you climb on a mountain. But in the first place only, if you are still thinking that it's halfway through, then how can you go further? You'll only move on two steps, this or that or this or that. This is another very big psychological detergent, I should call it, or detrimental thing for your progress. Now the third thing you have learnt, which is also third or fourth maybe, that you must argue out yourself. Like you have a problem. You'll come and tell me, Mother, this problem I have got. This is very common with everyone. I have this problem. I'll say, all right, this is the solution. Then you will come out, no, but in this will happen. Then you tell another solution. No, Mother, this can be this way. All right, you tell third solution. No, Mother, in this can happen. Tell fourth, this can happen. You are standing against yourself all the time. Then I have to say, this is your problem, not mine, and I am giving you the solutions, and if you want to solve your problem, better take a positive attitude. The brain is this way. In our Hindi language, it's called ulti khopdi. You are all the time arguing against yourself. So how can you progress? This is another great problem of the Western mind, that it doesn't try to face any problem as your own, but go on arguing with yourself like a lawyer. See, there are two lawyers, one yourself, another lawyer. Go on arguing. So is a double personality in the being. It's not a single personality. As I said, it is very, very psychological that people have to take to this kind of a turn suddenly without understanding how dangerous it is. With the enlightenment of your brain, they should disappear. On the contrary, in Sahaja Yoga, it's very dangerous. Because you say something, you are a Sahaja Yogi. You are connected with the all-pervading power. Whatever you say gets connected. And it acts. It's very dangerous for you people not to realize that you are realized souls, and not to assume your own powers. Like, see, I have to say something secretly, then I must put my hand here and then say it, because it is connected to the mains. But supposing I keep it open like this and say something, it goes to everyone. In the same way, whatever the Sahaja Yogis say or desire or want, there are just people sitting there, see here and here, you have put them there. They are listening to you all the time. They are so anxious to do your work. All right, you say so, done. So, whatever you think or whatever you desire or whatever you say, you have to be extremely careful. And when, now, old people, all right, I can say that very conditioned, they have problems and all. But the generation that is here, most of them are all capable of improving yourself and making your brain straight by bringing it backwards to the forward. The psychological problem you do not see. The another psychological problem is which you do not know, which is very surprising. That whatever is the entrepreneur's ideas, you must act. Because the whole fundamentals of Western life is to see and to be seen. So, oh, that's the fashion, so we should do like that. This is the fashion, so we do that. Like the other day, about a year back, I went to England and I found all the Sahaja Yoginis having their hair here. I said, what's this? So I asked an Indian girl, I said, what is this supposed to be? This is a new fashion. I said, what new fashion? Called it Jhipria in Marathi, you know. We call it Jhipria fashion. Only the Maharashtrians cannot. And they all had their hair here, you know, like this. All. I said, my God, this is Agya, which they are covering, their eyes will become squinty. But the fashion, if it comes, and the whole fashion is with the hair alone. Hair, I don't know what. There's so much interest in the hair, and they lose the hair so fast in these countries without